Alright, so I'm gonna be recording random videos of like myself while I'm studying for my CPA and taking them, just so I can go back and look back and be like, oh, this is what was going on during that time. Right now it's Christmas break and I'm currently back home in Houston, and it's kind of hard to study, and I've currently already started. I put yesterday was the official start day to start studying, but I did a little bit ahead. I'm currently doing the ISC exam. I'm still studying module 1, but I'm gonna try to finish module 1 today. There's only 4 when I take the CPA, so hopefully it's not that bad. I'm already getting kind of tired of studying, and I've barely studied, so I'm a little nervous. Okay, I'm 34 days out from the exam as of when I'm filming this. I still am on track. According to my study material, it says I have 2 overdue tasks, but basically the 2 tasks are doing flashcards and a practice test, which I did do, so I'm not sure why it's saying they're overdue. So updates, on the first practice test, I got a 76. Yeah, this material is not my favorite to study, but it's the only optional CPA I've had a class over, so, which I also got a 79 and got rounded up to a B. Point is, I still learned it once before. I can learn it again for the CPA, hopefully. Yeah, 34 more days and then I'll be in a testing center around the Texas Tech area taking this. 16 days out from this exam. I am pretty excited to be done. The material is kind of boring now. I got additional study material that's just straight practice questions. Hopefully now that I have that, plus the Becker, which is the original study material, I'll do well on this exam. 16 days out, I'm starting to be able to pick up on the videos better and do the practice sets after the videos with higher scores. Hopefully I pass. Today, I'm gonna be giving an actual update. It's 15 days out. There's basically 4 units on my study material on Becker, S1, 2, 3, and 4. My plan, I have to take 1 day off because I have to drive back up to college. Finish S4, and I'm gonna give myself a week to review everything, but I'm also gonna up my studying this week so I can start reviewing a little bit as I'm doing S4, and then the last week, really just hammer all the review stuff. I also watched a YouTube video of some girl last night. She said that she basically did the studying without watching any of the lecture videos, and I'm kind of curious to try that because I don't think I learned that well from the lecture videos. I'm getting a little better at answering the questions and a little better at the task-based simulations. On the first mini exam, I didn't know how to do them. On one of them, somehow I got 100, but on the other 2 task-based simulations, there were 3, I got a 67 and then a 34 on one, which is really bad. Hopefully when I take this exam, that doesn't happen, the actual exam, because if I just fail it because of the task-based simulations, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Also, Becker says I've only spent 45 hours studying in total. I really hope that's wrong, because that seems really low. I feel like that's insanely low. Maybe I guess I'm just not as productive as I thought when I'm here, and normally when I study for an exam, I don't have a timer secretly running in the background telling me how much time I studied. So another thing that I should also mention is I ordered a textbook from Becker. Okay, right now it's January 7th. I ordered this textbook from Becker in December when I signed up for the exam, when I was still at school. So it was before I left to come back December 15th. So it was at least before December 15th. It's January 7th, and I still haven't gotten the textbook for the CPA material. It's 2 weeks out of the exam. Now, I wasn't expecting to get it right when I started, but come on. It's been so long since I ordered this textbook. I also feel I haven't studied, maybe that 45-hour thing is right, because on some of, there are some weeks, the week of Christmas, it's so hard to study that week. I still did it each day. There's so many plans each day because I'm with my family back home. I still studied, but there's so much to do. But yeah, anyways, 15 days out. If anything happens, I will make sure to keep updates. Okay, it's currently Wednesday, January 15th, and I am 1 week out from my exam. My exam is Wednesday, January 22nd. Also, today was the first day of class for me. It's kind of weird doing both. I know some other guy who's taking FAR on top of school, and he just scheduled out everything for his day on his calendar, so I'm gonna copy him and do that. Yeah, tomorrow, like, I'm done with all of the actual study material stuff, all the videos, all the generic practice questions. I redid mini exam 1 and got an 83, I think, on it, which is not that good considering I've already done those questions before. But it's not that bad at the same time. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna try to review everything real quick, one more time to review everything I've learned. And then the next day, I take the next mini exam, just keep reviewing. After that, I have my simulated exams and my final exam. Like, the last week is so many just multiple choice questions and task-based simulations. It's so much reviewing this week, but I am 1 week out from the exam. Feeling pretty nervous. That's the best way to describe it. We're pretty nervous about this exam. Also excited to move on to the next exam, which I'll probably be taking audit, since I'm taking the graduate audit class at Tech. I'll keep y'all updated. So far, 1 week out. All right, it's the night before the exam. I have it tomorrow morning. It's at 8 a.m. Right now it's 8:27 p.m. The night before, or 27 if you prefer military time, since it makes more sense than using AM and PM. But tomorrow 8 a.m. test. Tonight it's the night before. I'm gonna try to go to bed super early. I want to be in bed like by 9, maybe get over 9 hours of sleep or something like that. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm pretty nervous. I'm actually really nervous. But yeah, exams tomorrow. I've reviewed my simulated exams, just watching videos over the questions I missed and stuff like that. I'm doing better on the task-based simulations, which is how my scores didn't plummet after this first simulated exam like they did for the other people who took the ISC Becker material. Yeah, tomorrow I am really, really excited to be done with this. Obviously, hopefully, I pass. It's been terrible. It's kind of cool, like, looking back on it, because I actually did study every day, except for the day I drove back up to Tech, because that takes 9 hours. But it's been rough. I'm excited to have a break finally. I'll just put it that way. Like, I'm gonna give myself a week off before I study for the next one, and it's gonna be so nice. It's been pretty stressful studying, especially at the simulated exams. Like, when I was doing, the simulated exam for the final one, is every question. At a certain point, I just was like, I want to be done with this exam. Like, it felt like failing it would feel better for the practice than having to do more of those questions. It was painful. I need a break from it. I'll just put it that way. I did a mini exam, which is half the length of a full one, the day before the first simulated one. So I did that, then the simulated one the next day, then the second simulated one the day after that, and then yesterday. So it was 4 days in a row of exams. Yesterday, it gave me a bank of practice, like the final review practice questions. Then I did the final exam review, and I was just so burnt out after. But today I'm finally done. This week off, I'm pretty excited. I'm probably gonna, fix my car since I hit it into a pole. Yeah, I'll make sure to make another update on the actual morning of my exam. It's the morning of the exam. Really hope I do well. I hope this place isn't closed. I'm about to go over right now and take it. Pretty nervous. Hopefully I do well, but yeah, it's finally the day. So I'm pretty excited, pretty nervous at the same time. So yeah. I just got out of the test. I'm just right outside of the testing center waiting for a ride. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, it felt difficult. Hopefully I passed. I don't know. Pretty nervous. It was a very difficult test. It felt harder than the reviews, but I also knew more on the test than I did on the reviews. So I don't know. I really hope I passed. So yeah.